And this is really a full circle event for many Alaskans, as they know that the former U.S. Senator Ted Stevens fought tirelessly for Alaska to become a state. And among his many accomplishments, he was also named as the Alaskan of the Century in 2000. So coming up at 6, we'll hear directly from the captain of the future USS Ted Stevens and why she said that both of those elements are so important to the christening of that ship. Live in Pascagoula, Mississippi, Joe Cadotte, Alaska's news source. I'm in Pascagoula, Mississippi, across the bay from Ingalls Shipbuilding, which is the largest shipbuilding operation on the Gulf of Mexico. They build ships for the U.S. Navy. One of those ships that we're all talking about is the future USS Ted Stevens, which will be christened and officially named on Saturday. Today, we covered an exclusive ceremony, which is a mass stepping event similar to... What is that?
It's a grasshopper. Come on, young grasshopper. It's not poisonous, is it?
No.
Oh.
Just flick it off.
He does.
Free rider.
He's watching me too.
It's still rolling.
All right.
Am I a shot?
I mean, he was watching me too. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, now you are.
I'm in Pascagoula, Mississippi, across the bay from Ingalls Shipbuilding, which is the largest shipbuilding company on the Gulf of Mexico. They build ships for the U.S. Navy. One of those ships that they recently built, which is going to be christened on Saturday, is the future USS Ted Stevens. I asked the captain of that ship if she thought that what she considers the most powerful Navy warship in the world, the future USS Ted Stevens, if she thought that it was fitting to be called the USS Ted Stevens, who was a U.S. Senator in Alaska for more than 40 years, and she said that's a very fitting name for a variety of reasons. He was named Alaskan of the Century. He was a champion for a variety of causes across the nation in Alaska during his time alive and during his time as a lawmaker, and he was a champion for and an advocate for the military across a variety of fronts, including the U.S. Coast Guard. So we're going to be here for that christening on Saturday, as well as we were here for a mass stepping event exclusively on Friday morning, and you're going to see coverage of that as well. The mass stepping event has a variety of objects that are sentimental to the former senator, objects that are sentimental to the Navy, and objects that have meaning and sentiment with Alaska. It's similar to a time capsule. At that event was the former senator's family and members of the U.S. Navy. So stay tuned at alaskasnewssource.com, and stay tuned on air at 5 and 6 Friday night and 10 o'clock Friday night for exclusive coverage of the christening of the USS Ted Stevens. Look online at alaskasnewssource.com and streaming on all your platforms. Live in Pascagoula, Mississippi, I'm Joe Cadotte for Alaska's News Source.
Okay. I think that was good.
You said it right. Pascagoula.
I'm Joe Cadotte in Pascagoula, Mississippi, where we'll take you to the ceremony the Stevens family attended and tell you why the ship's captain is saying that the Stevens name is so fitting for the vessel.
Live from Mississippi, telling us about the ceremony that we're about to witness.
Mike,
tomorrow.
Maria, there are 2 Arleigh Burke-class destroyers across the bay from where I'm standing behind me there. Tomorrow morning, one of those ships will be christened in honor of the former Senator Ted Stevens. The christening ceremony will happen right over there across the bay tomorrow morning, where you have an opportunity to watch what will officially become the USS Ted Stevens. Live in Pascagoula, Mississippi, Joe Cadotte, Alaska's News Source. About 350 people were at Ingalls Shipbuilding across the bay behind me. To the left of your screen, you can see the USS Ted Stevens there in the background. It's an Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer. High-ranking military officials were there at this morning's ceremony, along with friends, family, and colleagues of the former U.S. Senator. The vessel is the second Flight 3 Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer built at Ingalls Shipbuilding. Officials want to point out, though, that the Ted Stevens is the more powerful one. And the USS Ted Stevens will remain at Ingalls Shipbuilding behind me there while they perform further construction on it. Live in Pascagoula, Mississippi, Joe Cadotte, Alaska's News Source. Family members of the former U.S. Senator Ted Stevens, the U.S. Navy, people who helped build the ship, his friends and some of his former colleagues were helping set up Saturday's christening event. The captain of the ship told me a variety of things. I think one of the more striking things that the captain of the future USS Ted Stevens warship told me that that is going to be one of the most powerful warships in the country.